Hi everybody, this is Margaret Risher again. We're doing the 7th video in a series of videos on questions about harassment at conventions. This is question 7, and it's video 7. And the question that is posed by Hoshi is, what would you say to victims of harassment and bullying if you had the chance? First off, what that bully has said about you or to you is not valid. You are not what that bully or harasser thinks you are. You are you. And if the person is bullying you or harassing you, they don't know who you are. You've done nothing wrong. The person that has been doing this to you is just mean. It's just cruel. They can't even fathom what they're doing. They're so wrapped up in their own world and their own self-importance that they can't even see what they're doing is wrong. So remember that these people, what they say doesn't mean anything. So please don't take it to heart. Because you are a precious child of the universe. And you are okay to be you. It is okay to be who you are. To enjoy the things that you enjoy, as long as those things do not cause harm to other people or harm to yourself, are not destructive. And for God's sake, if it is what somebody says is eating you up inside, and you don't think that anybody will understand, talk to somebody. And you're thinking, that's easy for you to say. You don't know that. You don't understand. I was a geek in the 70s. And boys got harassed a lot for being geeks. Try being a girl and a geek. I liked computers when girls weren't supposed to like computers. I liked video games when girls weren't supposed to like video games. I played male sports when girls weren't supposed to play football or lift weights or be involved in martial arts. I played Dungeons and Dragons, and this is before the really high-tech video games we have today. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons before the advanced Dungeons and Dragons books came out. Before the basic Dungeons and Dragons came out, when there were a group of little tiny pamphlets called chainmail. I learned to play at like 7 or 8 because my mommy played. So yes, I come about this naturally. I love to read. I love science fiction. I was a Star Trek geek when girls weren't supposed to be Star Trek geeks. And then I had another really weird nuance. My mother was in the Air Force and worked on airplanes in the 70s. You know, she was involved in a man's career field and got a lot of slack from it. And she taught us that us girls could stand on our own and do what we wanted to. It still meant that we got a lot of flack at school. And we got a lot of flack from other kids. And one of the biggest things I got harassed for outside of computers and comic books and those type of things was football, of all things. Mom was stationed in the Philippines. I fell in love with the sport. She allowed me to play. And it wasn't much of a problem on the Air Force bases because there was no discrimination allowed on the base. But when we came back to the States in 82, Mom had to talk to coaches about Title IX so that I could play. Because she let me play all the way until I went to college the first time. Because I was good at it. And I loved the sport. Actually, my dad got me involved with martial arts because I was being bullied, physically bullied by some people. And so that I had the strength for the martial arts and for the football, I got into lifting weights. And even after I went to college for the first time in the 80s, until my accident in the mid-90s, I still actively participated in boxing and in weightlifting. And before my accident, I was a really tiny person. Very muscular, tiny person, but I was very tiny person. But I got a lot of bullying for being a tomboy. Being involved with male activities and male sports. And I was still definitely a girl. I still definitely like boys. But I got a lot of harassment over it. But I had to discover that, you know, I was okay. My mom was very supportive of me when she found what was going on. And she taught me that I was okay and that my validation of who and what I was did not have to come from other people. Didn't even have to come from her. That once I accepted that I was okay and that I was a good person and that I was smart and beautiful regardless if I was thin or not, I quit being affected by bullies. But it took, the damage that was done took a lot of counseling and took a lot of supportive friends to get get over. Remember that the bully is wrong. Once a person goes from giving you constructive advice or stating a constructive opinion to becoming mean, their opinion no longer has validity. They are dead wrong. And very simply, I don't like this. I know that lately people have really been getting onto other people for cosplaying people that are different races of them or different genders than them. And I think that is the stupidest thing in the world. I'm a girl. And I'm a round, fat lady in a wheelchair. But you know, I've always thought, you know, it would be really cool to go get a skull cap and put it on and trick out my motorized wheelchair to look like Xavier's wheelchair from the X-Men and put on a suit and go cosplay Xavier at a con. And I don't want some silly biddy coming up to me and going, but Xavier's supposed to be a man. You're a girl. Because I would probably look at them and go, yeah, I'm a girl. I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma. What are you, a monkey? Because you sure the hell are acting like one. Because in situations like that, my brain filter kind of goes away. And, but that's me. Now, I can't say that it is okay for you, if you are being harassed or bullied by somebody, to look at them and go, I don't think your opinion is valid. Or look at them and go, I don't like you, I'm going away now. And if they follow you, go, you can follow me, but you can follow me right over that security guard right there. Because I'm going to tell them you're harassing me, and I can let them kick you out of the convention or do whatever they do with people that harass them. But I'm not staying around you anymore. You don't have to tolerate it. And God forbid, we love you. And if you can't talk to somebody at the con about what's going on, talk to somebody. Do not hurt yourself because they're idiots. Do not hurt yourself because somebody else is an idiot. You are too precious of a person for us to lose. You know, all of us that go to college are quirky. And it's okay. Alright, that kind of got a little bit deeper than I expected to. But I think we all need to hear that we're okay. And that we're precious children of the universe regardless of what we believe. Regardless of what our personal opinions and choices are. And that we all have a right to be here and to be safe. So, the next video is going to cover some of what my personal opinions are on this whole topic. So, until then, have fun, and I will talk to you all again. Bye.